Hello learners, welcome to another very exciting session on Unacademy CATalyst. Another episode which we believe will help you crack your IIFT exam. Remember, we have come out with a set of most important LRDI questions for your IIFT. These are questions which have repeated in past IIFT papers or have come in IIFT mock papers. So it's very important that you definitely solve these questions before you actually go and write the IIFT in the next few days. Remember, we are very close to your IIFT exam and I believe that your preparation is going on in full swing. It's a 15-20 minute session. Make sure that you watch me live till the very end so that you don't miss out on any important and minute details required to do well in your upcoming exam. As always, the first thing I'm going to tell you, give me 5 seconds to ensure that I'm streaming live before we get started with today's session. Okay, I think we are streaming live and we are good to start. A small notification at the start, right? On your screen are Unacademy learners who have made us proud. These are learners who have scored 99.8, 99.9 percentile, and we also have overall 100 percentiler in DILR. Definitely, it's my belief that you can also be one of the next. These are learners who have given their best and they got the best, and you could just be one among them. Okay. Also, let's talk about the upcoming events. The Unacademy Champions League, right, is scheduled every alternate Sunday. There are prizes worth 50,000 rupees to be won. So you can definitely enroll for the Unacademy Champions League. It's a test. It's like a mock exam where you have got questions and you can answer them and win a lot of prizes. Remember, you can unlock this for absolutely free if you register as a first-time user with a new mobile number which has not been registered before and use the code for the first-time user. The code is Parikshit Saikia. Do that. You never know, the 50,000 could just be meant for you. And also, there are a lot of new batches starting, right? There is a weekday evening batch which starts. There is an absolute morning batch which is starting. And there is also a week working professional batch. So there is something for almost every one of you. And in case you are interested for personal interview preparation, today 4:30 p.m. Today 4:30 p.m. absolutely free session on PI. How to crack your interviews. This is gonna be a free session on Unacademy. Okay, you need to go to Unacademy app, filter by my profile Parikshit Saikia, filter on free or special classes, and you'll see this. It's a free special class today evening 4:30 p.m. How to crack your interviews. We discuss sample questions and we also discuss how to answer such questions. Remember, I'm going to give you a lot of tips. Make sure you join me live at 4:30 today, because if you join me live, the biggest benefit you have is you can ask your queries. You can ask queries which are specific to you, which are not available if you join me recorded, right? So please make sure that you join me live today evening at 4:30. It's a free session. It's a 1-hour session. It's going to be on Unacademy. All right. Let's get started with today's case list. Okay. A very interesting case list. These are questions which need some amount of time and some amount of practice. But if you are able to practice it, and remember, if it comes in the exam, there will be 4 to 5 questions on it, and you can definitely get them correct. Just that you need to know the process. Okay, so I think we will do it together. These are very easy questions, provided you know how to process it. Okay, how to process the information given. Let's check it. The ABC tennis tournament was a 120th player tournament played on a knockout basis. Knockout. What is the meaning of knockout? In each round in a match between two players, the winner advances to the next round while the loser gets eliminated and no match ends in a tie. So remember the meaning of knockout. Very simple. Meaning of knockout is if you lose even once, you are out. You lose even once, you are out. Meaning, to become the winner of the tournament, you got to win every match. Okay, this process continues till there is only one player left. So obviously it means if you have to decide the winner, has to be one player left. The players taking part in the tournament were seeded from 1 to 128, and the players were scheduled such that in the first round, the player seeded 1 would play against the player seeded 128, which is designated match 1. Player seeded 2 would play the player seeded 127, which is designated match 2, and so on till match 64, where the player seeded 64 plays against player seeded 65. The meaning of seeded, you can think of it as rank. Think it as rank. So what is happening? Can I say in round 1, if you are imagining what is happening, rank 1 is playing against the last rank, which is rank 128. Correct? Rank 2 is playing against the second last rank, which is 127. Rank 3, 126. Third last rank. Fourth rank from the top versus fourth rank from the bottom. Dot, 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 dot. This will continue. Similarly, what will be the last rank? Remember, 128 total players are there. So if you combine in pairs of 2, you are making groups of 2, just the number of matches will halve, right? The number of matches will halve. So can I say the last match will be rank 64 versus rank 65. Second last match, 63 versus 66, and so on, right? 62 versus 67, and so on. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Is this okay? Similarly, next round. So what will happen in the next round? Check it. In the next round, the winner of match 1 plays the winner of the last match, which is match 64. The winner of match 2 plays the winner of match 63, which is the second last match, and so on. So please imagine what is happening. First match winner versus the last match winner. Second match winner versus the second last match winner, and so on. This process continues in the succeeding rounds also. So in my case, round 1 is fixed, right? Round 1 is fixed. 1 versus 128, 2 versus 127, and so on. So there is no confusion on round 1. But in round 2, there are multiple possibilities are there. Why do I say multiple possibilities? Because I don't know who won the first match. So let's draw one scenario so that I understand the case and then I can extend it. Draw one scenario. What is the scenario? Let's assume that every time the left hand number wins. Every time, okay? So what is happening? I'm making an assumption here, okay? Because there are multiple cases. I cannot draw multiple cases, right? I have to draw one case. Let's try to draw one case. What is the case? Every time I'm assuming that the left number wins. So let's write down. Assume left number wins. Left side wins. Okay? Left wins. Okay? So example, 1 versus 128. Who is winning? 1. Remember, winner of the first match plays the winner of the last match. 64 versus 65. Who is winning? Let's assume 64 is winning. And so on. Similarly, 2. Remember the second time. Match 2. Who is winning? Left side. 2. Winner of the second match versus the winner of the second last match, which is 63. Similarly, 3 versus 62. 4 versus 61, and so on. What will be the last match? Remember, total 64 players. You are grouping them in 2. We are making pairs of 2. So obviously the last match will be 32. How did I get the 32? 64, half of 64, 32. So 32 versus 33. Right? The match just before this will be 31 versus 34. Then 30 versus 35, and so on, and so on. You are getting it? You are getting it? Now this continues in the succeeding rounds as well. So let's write down round 3. What is happening in round 3? Every time left hand side wins. So remember, first match 1 is winning. Who is winning in the last match? Let's say 32. So 1 versus 32. Similarly, second match winner is 2. Remember, left hand side is winning is my assumption. 2 versus 31. Similarly, 3 versus 30. 4 versus 29, and so on. What will be the last match? You are dividing it in half, so it will be 16. 16 versus 17, 15 versus 18, 14 versus 19, and so on. Dot, 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 dot. Correct? Now you might be thinking, why am I putting so much of effort? Remember, there are 4 or 5 questions. If you are able to solve it, you get all of them correct. Let's write down the next round. So next round, remember the left hand side wins. So we'll say 1 is winning. last match. Who is winning? 16. Second match winner versus second last match. Second last match is 15 versus 18. 15 wins. Similarly, 3 versus 14. 4 versus 13. 5 versus 12. 6 versus 11. Right? 7 versus 10 and 8 versus 9. Correct? I hope absolutely no problem till this point of time. Next, number 5. Winner of the first match, remember the left hand side wins. Last match winner, 8. Then second match versus the second last match winner. Third match, third last match winner. Fourth match, fourth last match. Right? So you got up till here. Any doubt? Next will be the semi-final. Semi-final. Who will win the semi-final? Left hand side is winning. So 1 versus the last match winner, which is 4. 2 versus 3. And then you have got the final. So remember, every time I assume that the left hand side wins. Remember, every time I make an assumption that the left hand side win. Why did I make an assumption? Because I want to show you one of the many scenarios. One of the many scenarios I have drawn out here. Right? Now I think you are game. You are done with the data. And now you can safely answer the questions. Let's get into the questions. Let's get into the questions. First question. What is the total number of matches in the tournament? Total number of matches in the tournament. So it's very easy. How will you find out? There are 2 ways of finding out. Okay. First way. In the first round, how many matches are there? 60. 64 matches. Second round, how many matches? Remember, till 32 it is coming. So 32 matches. Third round, how many matches are there? 16 matches. Fourth round, how many matches are there? 8 matches. Fifth round, how many matches are there? 4 matches. Remember, 4 matches. Semi-finals, how many matches are there? 2 matches. Final, how many matches are there? 1. Add up all these, you get your answer as 127. If you add up all these, you get your answer as 127. That's the answer for the first one. That's the answer for the first one. Now, this is the normal way of doing it. Is there a better way of solving question number 1? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. How should you solve it? Remember, there are 128 teams. Remember, there are 128 teams. 128. Okay. What is the better way of solving question number 1? Let's say there are 2 teams. Let's say there are 2 teams. If there are 2 teams, let's say A and B. Okay. 2 teams. Let's say A and B. Remember, it's a knockout. It's a knockout. How many matches are required to determine the winner? 1 match. A versus B. Whoever wins is the winner. Perfect. So if there are 2 teams, winner is 1. Answer is 1. Similarly, let's assume there are 4 teams. If there are 4 teams, how many matches are required to determine the winner? Let's say A, B plays and C, D plays. That's first round. And second round, the winner of the matches. So winner of the first round, first match, let's say A. Winner of the first round, second match, let's say C. So whoever wins here is the winner. Can you visualize it? If there are 4 teams, how many matches are required to determine the winner? 3 matches. Oh, I think I get a logic. What is the logic? The number of matches required to determine the winner is 1 less than the number of teams. Is 1 less than the number of teams. How many teams are there? How many players are there? 128. 128 players are there. So how many matches are required? 1 less, 127. So there are 2 ways of doing the same thing. Either you do the entire thing, add up the matches, you get your answer, or the other way is 2 players, 1 match is required to determine the winner of the tournament. If there are 4 matches, 4 teams, how many matches are required? 3 matches. First round 2 matches, next round 1 match. Oh, the number of matches is always 1 less than the number of players. So 128 players, 127 matches. That's your answer. Got it? Got it? Very, very good question. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Number 2. Okay. Number 2. Okay. Let's look at number 2. The number of matches won by the winner of the tournament is, remember, the winner of the tournament needs to win every match. Every match. Why? It's a knockout basis. Knockout. You lose one, you are out. So meaning the winner has to win every round. So basically they are asking you how many rounds are there? How many rounds are there? 5 rounds on your screen plus the semi-final plus the finals. So there are 7 rounds and the winner has to win every round. So your answer is the winner has to win a total of 7 matches. The winner has to win a total of 7 matches. Very easy. Remember, every round he has to win. So answer is 7. Got it? Number 3. Number 3. Let's look at number 3. Which of the following seeded players, seeded, remember me, it means rank. Which of the following ranked players could have faced player 2 in the quarterfinals? Player 2 in the quarterfinals. So where are the quarters? Out here. Where are the quarters? Out here. Right? So you got to focus here. They are asking who can play against 2 in the quarterfinals. Remember, in my scenario, it is one of the many scenarios. In my scenario, what is the answer? The answer is 7. Answer is 7. So it can be 7. Definitely 7 can be playing against rank 2. That's one of the many scenarios. Or the other scenario could be anyone who faced 7 in the previous rounds can be playing 2 in the quarterfinals. Do you agree? What am I trying to say? I am trying to say that let's say 7 and 2 is playing here, right? The other possibility could have been 7 lost in the previous round. 7 lost in the previous round. If 7 lost in the previous round, who would have won? 10 would have won. Oh, if 10 would have won, so instead of 7, who would have played against 2? 10 would have played. Perfect. Answer is rank 10. Answer is rank 10. Why? Rank 10 is there in the answer options. Option B. Are you getting it? They are using an English word could here. Could. Meaning there are many answers, but you tell me among the answer options which is possible. So in my case, answer is 7, but definitely there are many scenarios. So the scenario could have been whoever defeated 7 in the previous round could have played against 2 in the quarterfinals. So in the previous round, 7 against 7, rank 10 was playing. So let's say rank 10 defeats rank 7 in round 4, then in the quarterfinals or in round 5, instead of 7, 10 would have played against rank 2. Get it? Get it? Very, very nice and interesting question. Very, very nice and interesting question. Okay, let's check this. So answer for the third one is 10. Let's look at the fourth one. Let's look at the fourth one now. Number 4. Okay. Number 4. Okay. If the player seeded 4 won the tournaments, then what is the minimum number of upsets in the tournament? Remember, there are always answer options. I have removed the answer options, but the answer options will always be there in your IIFT exam. If the player seeded 4 is winning, minimum number of upsets in the tournament. Now, please focus on the meaning of the word upset. What is upset? Please read this. A match between 2 players is set to result in an upset when the lower ranked player beats the higher ranked player. A match between 2 players is set to result in an upset when a lower ranked player beats the higher ranked player. Now, in my scenario, in the scenario on your screen, there are no upsets. Why? Remember, I made an assumption. What was the assumption? Every time the left-hand side player wins the match. The left-hand side. Remember, if you are able to visualize, every time the left-hand number is the smaller of the 2 numbers. Can you see? 1 and 128, 1 wins. 2 and 127, 2 wins. Similarly, any round you take, let's say round 5. What happens? 1 and 8, I assumed 1 won. 2 and 7, I assumed 2 wins. So basically, in my scenario, there are no upsets. But they are asking, what has to be the minimum upsets if rank 4 is winning the tournament? Rank 4, remember? So if rank 4 is winning the tournament, it means, first of all, it means 4 is winning every match. 4 is winning every match, right? So first match, please concentrate here. First match, 4 versus 125, 4 wins, absolutely no problem. Why? 4 is a higher ranked player, no upset. 4 versus 61, not an upset. Why? 4 is a higher ranked player. 4 versus 29, no problem. 4 can win, no upset, higher ranked player. 4 versus 13, not a problem. 4 versus 5, not a problem. 4 can win, higher ranked player. Where will the problem come? Here, out here. Can you see? In the semi-finals. In the semi-finals, if 4 is winning, it means 4 is beating someone who is ranked higher. In our case, rank 1. It means it's an upset. It means it's an upset. So here, you have the first upset in the semi-finals. And if 4 wins the semi-finals and 4 reaches the finals, whoever 4 plays against in the finals, remember 4 will play against either 2 or 3. Why? winner of the second semi-final match will play against 4 in the finals. And remember, who can be the winner? It can be 2 or it can be 3. Doesn't matter. Both of them are ranked higher. And if 4 has to win the tournament, it got to beat them. It means there are minimum 2 upsets. It means there are minimum 2 upsets. So 2 is your answer. 2 is your answer for the next one. 2 is your answer for the next one. Got it? So answer for the next one is next. If the players see that 8 won the tournament, then which of the following players definitely did not reach the finals? 8 is winning the tournament. 8 is winning the tournament, right? 8 wins. That's what the question says. Number 5. 8 wins. If 8 wins the tournament, it means very simple. Anyone who played against 8 in the previous rounds cannot reach the finals. Why? Because if 8 is winning the tournament, it means A as playing the finals. It means anyone who plays against 8 in the previous rounds must have been defeated by 8. Will you agree? So have a look. Have a look. It means 9 cannot. Who does 8 play against? 8 is playing against 9. So definitely number 9 cannot reach the finals. Why? If 9 is reaching the finals, it means it is defeating 8. Not possible. Why? 8 is winning the tournament. Remember, it's an elimination. So 9 cannot reach the finals. Similarly, number 1, rank 1 also cannot reach the finals. Why? 8 is playing against 1. Remember, 8 is winning the tournament. So 8 must be defeating 1 in the quarterfinals. So even 1 cannot reach. So you have 1, you have 9. Moment you see this, you see 2 of the options are matching. So obviously it has to be all of the above. It has to be all of the above. Got it? That's it. I hope you understood. This is a very brilliant and an awesome question which you must practice before you go and write the IIFT exam. And also remember, whether you are getting an IIM call or you're not getting an IIM call, not important. But what is important is if you want to do MBA this year, you got to be cracking a B school interview. Whatever B school it is, one round is common. There is a personal interview. And this is where you need to prepare. Remember, today 4:30 p.m. absolutely free session on Unacademy. Okay, not on YouTube, on Unacademy. Okay, go to the Unacademy login, filter by my profile Parikshit Saikia, and you'll be able to view this class at 4:30 p.m. It's a free class. How to crack the interviews with confidence. I'm going to give you a lot of questions and a lot of answers as well in this free class. Make sure you join me live, because if you join me live, you can also ask your doubts then and there itself, which is not available if you join me for a recorded session, right? So join me live today evening 4:30 p.m. and I'm going to see you there. So till then, stay safe and take care. Keep preparing. Remember, hard work always pays. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next session. Bye for now.